Hello YouTube, I'm Martin Evans and this is Changelog 29 for Heist, the cooperative bank robbing simulator. I haven't been doing updates for the last few weeks, so what have I been up to? Well, my current sort of big goal is to build one single functional level of the game. So a lot of my work is really diving into details, making sure that systems are fully functional and well polished. I made a lot of little changes in the last few weeks, which kind of weren't worth doing a video all on their own. The first change I made was one that I mentioned at the end of the video last time, and also in this blog post. Basically, navigation meshes, which non-player characters use to walk around the world, are now fully joined up. Previously, if an NPC was in a chunk, it was trapped there forever. But now that the nav meshes are joined up, NPCs can go anywhere that the player can go. Another small thing that I implemented was two-dimensional sprites. Of course, these can be used for a whole range of things, but what I want them for is additional user interface elements. So, for example, this cat that you've probably noticed peeking in at the edge of the screen. This is actually an icon that shows up when the non-player character is off-screen and indicates where they are. I plan to make this show an icon indicating something like how suspicious an NPC is, so that the player can keep track of guards and avoid them even when they're not on screen. Now, the real big change that I've spent the last 2 weeks working on is proper control of NPCs. In any of my previous demos, the NPCs have been pretty stupid. They've used a hard-coded AI that just tested exactly what I wanted to test at the time. So, for example, the last video I had one that wandered around totally randomly, and when she saw you, she'd turn and shoot you. That was it. That was the whole thing. And the key thing is that it was all hard-coded, and making changes to it was really difficult. So the new NPC that I've got here uses a system called a behavior tree, which I've talked about before in this blog post, and they're very widely used in the game industry. A behavior tree is really easy to use, and most importantly, it's easy to extend with new behaviors. So, for comparison, this is a really simple behavior tree that she's got here. She uses pathfinding to walk between 4 waypoints in a loop. If she hears anything suspicious, she'll plot a path over to the noise and walk over and check it out, and then when she's there, she'll plot a path back to the waypoint and carry on patrolling. So this is doing loads more than the stupid hard-coded AI, and it's a simple behavior tree. My plan for next week is to continue expanding this tree to add more capabilities to the guard. For example, looking around the area of the suspicious noise to try and discover the source, as well as trying to arrest the player if she spots them, or engaging in combat with them if they make a hostile move, that kind of thing. So that's it for this week. If you'd like to keep up with the latest news on the project, you can follow me on Twitter as Martin D. Evans. You can follow my development blog at martindevans.me, or of course you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.